The Avalanche have everyone else in the NHL fooled with the offensive firepower they can dish out thanks to the additions made by the GM himself, Chris MacFarland. And Gabriel Landeskog's smirk says it all. Nobody knows just how great this Avalanche team will be. And speaking of Gabe Landeskog, we have some helpful additions of his recovery process coming up here in this news Avalanche video for you guys. This is Avalanche Digest, your number one source for all of your Avs news. And we also have basically what the Avalanche have been waiting for the last 3 years. The Avs have been waiting to not only take advantage of the Dallas Stars, but waiting to get fully healthy and bring the fight in the playoffs. They've really been waiting to do this since the 2022 Stanley Cup run, and it has just been so challenging for them. But we have some good positive news about Gabriel Landeskog to share real quick right here. We see that his conditioning loan has been terminated and he is back with the Colorado Avalanche. You can see right here he's practicing with Nathan MacKinnon, doing some one-timer practice, and it's just so awesome to see the vibes that he's brought into this locker room and really the entire Avs team. I think it's underrated just how important his leadership is. Guys like MacKinnon, guys like Makar don't have to carry the load for the leadership on this team while also having to be superstars. They can just focus on their game. They'll still bring leadership, but now they can trust the Swedish Papa himself, Gabriel Landeskog, and all the baby Smurfs can just focus on winning the game. It's also an amazing analogy. If anyone tells you different, they're wrong. Now, really, this Avalanche season has been going very well for them, despite all of the turnover, despite the goaltending issues. I mean, you can see right here, the Avs, Tampa Bay, and Carolina are the only teams with a positive goal differential in each month of the season. That is just such amazing work, and honestly, a testament to Jared Bednar, the head coach. It's just been so great. He does not get the credit he deserves. Now, this round one matchup should probably start on Saturday is what we're hearing. The Avs have a ton of rest. I think any more would be a little too rusty for the Avs going into the playoffs. So it's great to see that they're kind of starting on Saturday, getting plenty of rest, getting guys healthy. We can see at practice this morning. We see that everyone's pretty much skating. Manson's joined up, so all of the guys that weren't playing are out there skating. It's awesome to see. And this Avs lineup is amazing. We can see a list of all the trades they've made. I mean, take a look at this. 9 trades. I don't think a single team has ever made 9 trades. Certainly not in the modern NHL era. And really, not even rebuilding teams make this many trades in a season. I mean, you can see from every aspect of this roster, it has been just fixed. You can see defense. You can see center depth. You can see extra wing depth. You can see the goaltending, which also is something that's never happened in an NHL season. No team has ever switched out their goaltending before December or by the month of December. That is so unheard of, and it's a testament to how good Chris MacFarland is as a GM, and really he should win the GM of the Year award. If the Avs win the cup and the GM Chris MacFarland doesn't win it, it's an embarrassment to the NHL. I mean, how could it not be? I mean, really, you can see right here though, this is really the tale of the entire Avalanche season. This is courtesy of Jay Fresh Hockey, who really does a lot of good analysis and takes a look at under the hood of teams a lot. What is going right? What is pretty much just luck? I mean, you can see teams with like a lot of that are getting quite lucky. You can really see them here. I mean, the Jets and the Washington Capitals. You can see that over on the Eastern Conference side of this. Top teams in the league, right? But oh look, their goal differential really isn't the best. They're kind of running on pixie dust pretty much. And you can really see that the hard work and the true stats are represented for the Avs. Now, the numbers can be scary sometimes. That's a little Severance reference for you. But really, you can see that for the first month, which is month 1, that's October, all the way to month 7, which is April, the Avs have had a positive goal differential, which basically just means they're scoring more than they're getting scored on. And they had a great goal differential in month 1, month 2, but the goaltending was not great, which is it's a testament that the Avs weren't negative. Month 3, month 4, that's when the Avs traded for Mackenzie Blackwood and Scott Wedgwood, which did a lot of good work for them, but the offense started to dry up. They then made the Martin Necas trade in that basically month 5, and you can see it start to go up. In fact, the Avs power play, all the way from the Martin Necas trade all the way to basically the month of April, where the Avs kind of started to temper off, just tempering themselves for the playoffs, was the best power play in the entire league. It was something like a 40% power play. It was crazy. And you can see it starts to go up there. Month 5 starts to get better, and month 6, post trade deadline, that's the additions of Brock Nelson, Charlie Coyle. All of those guys really just reformed the Colorado Avalanche, and they had a 1.13. That is awesome. That is a team firing on all cylinders. And you can see they were the best team in the West in that month of March. So encouraging to see for the Colorado Avalanche. And even in April, where they started to kind of just, really just temper their play, make sure they're okay for playoffs, they're still playing really well. And you look at how the adversity that this team has played through, and it is something that they have earned from the front office to be able to make runs like this. You can see the new and improved Avs roster. Really, you can see this was the last game against the Detroit Red Wings, but you can just see how good it is. I mean, and it's missing Gabe Landeskog. It's missing like a Josh Manson on defense, and it's still a game that dominates. It is just so awesome to see. And really, you look at this Dallas Stars roster, you look at their defense, and you see how weak their defense is. Now, they are missing Miro Heiskanen, but they will be missing Miro Heiskanen for at least the first game. That was actually confirmed by the head coach, Pete DeBoer, of the Dallas Stars. And you see that this roster, and you see how good that forward roster is, and the goaltending as well. And you look back at this goal differential sheet, and you really see that the Stars for the last 2 months have been ice cold. And that is not encouraging at all. I mean, it's one thing for the last 10 games, teams are resting guys. They're not playing well. The Dallas Stars aren't resting a single guy. They're just not playing well. At first, they were getting bailed out by Jake Ottinger, which is their starter goalie. And then Jake Ottinger's play kind of dipped, and now they're just losing games. They were the first team to ever give up a 3-goal lead in the final minute of a game against the Vancouver Canucks. It was hilarious. That is just a pure dopamine hit to go watch. I mean, it's so fun. But really, you see that their goal differential is negative. It's one thing to be cold for the last 10 games. It is another to be ice cold since the trade deadline and for the last 20 games of a season. That is not encouraging. So you can see just how worrying it is. And really, if you look at Dallas fans on Twitter and Dallas fans in general, they are not happy to be playing the Colorado Avalanche. They're actually very, very worried going into these games. And really, I would not be afraid of this roster, which was the opening night roster for the Colorado Avalanche this season, but the other new and improved roster for the Avs, absolutely. But you can actually see the Dallas fans are not happy going into the playoffs. They are not encouraged. They think they're going to get knocked out. And I absolutely believe them. I agree with them for that. And really, you can just look at this horror show of a roster and then look at the final product that Chris MacFarland has brought out towards going into game 1 of the playoffs, and you can truly appreciate just how amazing this front office is. I mean, Casey Middlestat could never find chemistry next to wingers, really. He found chemistry next to Lehkonen, but Lehkonen missed some time, so when he wasn't there, it was tough. And Brock Nelson can play next to anybody. Charlie Coyle can play next to anybody and still play well. These center depths have just truly steadied this team, and they are ready to take on the Dallas Stars and whatever comes after that. They are ready to go all the way. They are ready to win, and they are hungry to win. They've been hungry for 3 years. They've been waiting for this moment, and I am so glad it is finally coming to fruition. We are going to keep covering all of the new playoff news. It is about to get crazy here in the next few days, so don't forget to subscribe to Avs Digest, your number one source for all of your Avs news, so you don't miss a thing. And have a good one, Avs Nation.